What's up, beautiful people? Padres take the series against the Cubbies. Our first series win of the year. Big time bats. We awaken. Commander Cease looks absolutely deadly with his sliders and his changeups. Even his fastball looked really good. Really good, strong showing from him. We're going to look at Profar just providing some absolute daddy fucking hacks. Some maybe a little bit of a bonehead play of the series. And looking up next to Hollywood in Los Angeles, a big series coming up against the Dodgers. Every time we play them, we know how it is. Every game's tough. Every game feels intense. We're ready for it, but let's look back and recap the series wins against the Cubbies. I know I've said it for 20 plus years, but I got a feeling this is the year. God, Tatis is such a sexy guy. Keep the faith, baby.
1 year soon, the baseball gods will smile on the San Diego Padres, and we will have a parade.
Stay vibrant, Friar Faithful.
And now your handsome host, Beto Diaz on Friar Field Talk.
Jumping right back into it, we're going to recap the last two games of the series, obviously because I did a video already on that massive comeback. If you haven't seen it, you should watch it. It was really hype. But going to recap the last two games of the series. Obviously, game two didn't go our way. From the start, Joe really didn't show much stuff on his spin rate, and his ball wasn't very, I don't know. Oh, sorry. If you can see a special guest back here, Lucy will be joining me. She doesn't really want to go out for some reason. She wants my attention. But anyways, Musgrove struggles, goes 4 innings, allows 5 hits, 4 earned, 3 walks, 5 Ks. From the start, you could tell just he was not looking good. You know, I feel like with Musgrove, whenever there's an issue with his release point, his whole shit goes out. This shit hits the fan really quickly. But not very encouraging to see from Musgrove. Obviously, the Padres lose this game 5-1. I will show a little bit of some stats. And kind of a bum game, honestly. Not much was really going on. Obviously, we scored 1 run off almost felt like a pitiful home run from Eggy Rosario. Not pitiful when he hits it, but just like, you know, not much really going on. Couldn't get any hits strung together. Let's go ahead and look at some of Musgrove's stuff. Obviously, from the first couple of innings, you could tell that he wasn't looking like himself. He did fan 5, which is encouraging to see the K rate still being okay. But look, that's a ball high in the zone. That's very hittable. That's a pretty good breaking ball right there. It looked actually really nice. Another really good breaking ball, but still catching too much at the plate. And you have a sign, obviously, Yan Gomes there, the Padre killer, apparently, batting over 350 in his career against the Padres, which is fucking insane for a reject like Yan Gomes. Ends up hitting a home run this game, and then a good slider there to get the ex-Padre Cooper. However, he did not look very sharp, obviously allowing the 4 earned runs. Not great here. Kolak ends up coming in after him and allows some runs as well. Will Shy, the one highlight, it's my buffer. Give me a second. Yeah, 15 seconds. I don't know why it does this. I preload everything, and for whatever reason, it still wants to like load it again. I don't know. It takes a while, but obviously that was the one bright spot from our hitting. Eggy with the home run, hits it to left. His second of the year. Take a look at it here now. Good swing. Really ball right down the fucking middle. And makes him pay. And, you know, with our batters, especially the guys that are, you know, bench rotation guys, if they're taking advantage of pitches that are in the zone, it's a win for us, you know. Obviously here, there's a good swing right down the fucking middle. No breaking ball whatsoever, 91 right down the middle of the dick. Eggy makes him pay. Sorry, I have the hiccups all of a sudden. Eggy makes him pay, takes the pitch out. And encouraging to see, especially from the bench perspective. But obviously this game, we just could not get anything going. Taking a look again at the box score here. Obviously, it's going to be a lot of donuts, a lot of mishaps, a lot of bad swings. Bogarts goes 1 for 4. Tatis 0 for 4. Cronenworth 0 for 4. Cronenworth's only 0 for game of the series. Machado 2 for 4. Machado also a little bit of a bright spot. Kind of not broke out, but woke up a little bit the last 2 games. Ends up registering 4 for his last 7, which is pretty good to see. I mean, obviously, like I've said in past videos, I'm not worried about Machado. We know who Machado is. He's our captain for a reason. He goes through slumps like every other baseball player. And honestly, if you're getting out of the way earlier in the season, the better. That means he's going to heat up later, which I feel like he did show some signs of heating up again, obviously going 4 for 7 in the last 2 games. Profar goes 0 for 3, another 0 for Profar, but he definitely makes up for it in game 3, which we will be seeing in here in a little bit. Kim 0 for 3 also makes up for it. Campusano 0 for 3, Merrill 0 for 3, Wade 0 for 3. pretty abysmal day from the bats. I mean, 1 through 9, no one stands out, maybe besides Machado. Kind of an example of like things from the past of penny apple bullshit pitchers. This fucking guy, never even heard of him, Ben Brown for the Cubs, ends up hurling 4 2/3. Oh, sorry, let me go down and show this so you can see. I forget that my little banner's in the way. Goes 4 2/3, allows 3 hits off 5 Ks and 1 walk, and obviously the 0 earned. For whatever reason, he did have some heat. He was locating pretty well, but kind of a thing that we're used to, with penny apple bullshit pitchers you'd never fucking heard of, going 5-6 innings and hurling a gem. Obviously, he went 4 2/3, but kept them very competitive, didn't allow a run, and kept our hitters off the base paths. So he pitched pretty well in hand with us not being able to do shit. Looking at the bullpen in this game, Kolek goes 2 innings, allows 2 hits, 1 earned, 4 Ks. Not a bad stat line for him going 2 innings. Brito, a good shot, another good effort from him, goes 2 innings, 2 hits, no Ks, no walks, no runs. And then Cosgrove with another donut. Good to see from Cosgrove. Feel like he's maybe breaking out of that little hiccup he had where he allowed 6 fucking runs that one game. Obviously, the ERA looks high, but obviously it's inflated with the amount of appearances he's had since the 6-run escapade a week ago. But bright spot from this game, if you want to try and find one, bullpen looked okay. That's probably it. And maybe Eggy hitting a bomb to left, taking advantage of a shitty pitcher. But honestly, a dud of a game. Not much really good to look in this game, obviously, with the loss. But fuck that game. There's 3 games in a series most times. And luckily for us, we took 2 of them. Our first series win. How could you not be excited? Especially with how Game 3 ended. Let's go ahead and take a look at that now. Obviously, Padres win big, 10-2. Offense explodes off of 12 hits. From the get-go, you could see we were stringing up hits against Kyle Hendricks, who in the past has given us fits. I saw that this start was the first time he's allowed more than 5 runs against us in 2 years. Oh, you got Charmander. Sorry, my dog's having fun in the back. Here, you want Charmander? Take Charmander. Sorry. But yeah, taking advantage of some really shitty pitches in the zone with almost 0 velocity to them is refreshing to see for our Padres, because how many times can we count when we can't do shit offensively against piece of shit pitching? Obviously, Game 2, we showed it. And refreshing to see us take advantage of some really shitty pitches. Recapping this game, I'm going to go ahead and show Cease's nasty shit first. From the get-go, you could tell he was on. Looked really good. Spotting a lot of really good pitches down in the zone. Not letting hitters get extended. Not speeding up their bats. Looked fantastic. Just fantastic. Cease has just been, honestly, everything as advertised. Some really good, making guys get frozen. Suzuki the night before had gone 3 for 3. So seeing him do well here looked really good. Only hiccup he had was after a bonehead play of the series from Hassan Kim again. That botched a regular play that you probably could have made at short. And then following that, Michael Bush sends him deep to right field. Unearned runs, of course, because of the air. But looked fantastic. Looked really good. Obviously, not a really good pitch there, but caught. Oh, Lucy, calm down. Oh, sorry. I sneezed there. Oh, my God. Caught me off guard. Sorry. A lot of stuff going on. Lucy, relax, please. Obviously, Cease looked really good. Goes 6 innings. Go ahead and look at the stat line for him really quickly. 6 innings, 2 hits, 2 runs. Obviously, they were all unearned. 2 walks, 7 strikeouts. Looked fucking phenomenal. ERA is now standing at 2.16. Rotation spin rate looked fucking great. Fooling a lot of batters, getting a lot of weak contact. Just stuff you really like to see, especially when you're from a big acquisition obviously in the beginning of the season. Really good to see him doing well again. But obviously, with that is the explosion of the bats, baby. From the get-go, second inning, Padres string up 2 hits, and Campusano, honestly, with a little dying quail to left. But, I mean, at this point, we'll take what we can get. We hardly get it. Takes one inside, probably for a ball, loofs it out. Profar is chugging, ends up scoring, gets us on the board quickly in the second inning. And you have a feeling and a thought again, with the early hitting. I've noticed a kind of a trend with our Padres. Maybe this is the game we break out for runs. And finally, this is the game where we do it. We take advantage, again, of some really crappy pitching from Hendricks. Merrill here gets a RBI force out, makes contact, does what he has to do, a little bit weak, but is able to get the hit to the right side, which is what you're looking for with a runner in scoring position. Kim ends up scoring. Another good, really at-bat from Merrill. I feel like this is a trend. Just love seeing him come to the plate. I really hope that they move him up in the lineup. I know with the 20-year-old, Schultz probably giving him some time, leaving him familiar with the position he's in. So I can't complain about, having him in the bottom of the lineup still, even though he's been very successful. Timely hitting, just really good stuff from Merrill. Obviously, Michael Busch ends up homering the lone really big hit the Cubs had the entire game, which tied the game at 2-2, and then you get this feeling of dread, like, no fucking way. Another error, and of course, the opponent capitalizing, which seems to happen with the Padres all the goddamn time. You can count on 8 hands how many times we make a mistake that ends up burning us. Obviously, Michael Busch, the ex-Dodger prospect, burns us here and takes the ball like 900 feet to right. They showed a pan of Kim, and he just looks so frustrated. I don't know what's going on with Ha-Seong Kim. It's obvious that there's something going on with his glove. I don't know if it's a mental thing. I don't know if he's got something on his mind, a personal thing. It hasn't affected his bat as much. Still doing pretty good with the bat. Obviously, with the triple, we'll show here in a bit, that really opens and extends the game. But for a Gold Glove shortstop, which we were expected and have seen in the past, a little worrisome from Kim. Don't know what's going on there. Hopefully he can rectify it and get it out of his system. People go through slumps, sometimes even if it's defensively. But at this point, you're crossing your fingers every time there's a ground ball or anything hit his way, which in the past, it would be almost an automatic out when you really look at, the ball's too short. It doesn't matter where it is or who's hitting it, he's going to be out. But maybe a little bit thing to be cautious about, a little bit of a red flag for Ha-Seong Kim. But going back to the offense, bottom of the fourth, Padres keep hitting. Profar with a fucking day of the year for him almost, even though he had that grand slam. Takes the ball, hits it in the gap. 2-2 tie game here. Big timely hitting. Machado was rounding. Machado also looked good this game. Profar also done another really stupid bonehead play. Tries to extend the play to try and go from second to third by testing Bellinger, who's a pretty good outfielder by anyone's standards, honestly. Kind of a stupid play here. You're seeing this, and I'm like, oh my God, what a dumb play. You go up 1, and you're going to have a guy on second with no outs, and Profar tries to extend it. I mean, you can look at this both ways. Obviously, trying to take advantage and trying to get it to third base with no outs. That way, a ground ball, a sac fly can bring him in. But a little bit of a stupid base running from Profar. I'm not going to bash him with the day he had. Dumb mistake. Did not end up costing us. But in closer games, could have been something to look into if, we didn't explode, obviously, with our offense, which has been rare, so it's nice to see. But a play like this could be detrimental in the future. So hopefully we get some base running. Maybe we should do some fucking drills on the off day. Get them out there running right now. Do some fucking polls. But obviously, Profar with a great game. It's hard to bash him. Campusano comes up again. I'm going to do this damn buffering thing again. I probably won't show this one, though. He gets a ground out. Moves the runner in, brings in Kim. Situational hitting, Campusano seems to be really shortening up his swing in times where in the past, and you can see some players, they might not. So really good to see him just taking the shortened swing, getting the runner, advancing the runner, and getting him to score. Obviously, with the 1-out situation, he scores to make it 4-2. And then we really break it open. Jakey with the bomb. Sorry, I'll go back here. Jakey with an absolute fucking bomb to right. Boom! Piss missile down in the zone. Takes advantage of it. Sends it to the Crone zone. At this point, you're like, oh, fuck yes. We're going to take advantage of shitty fucking pitching from Hendricks. Go up 3 in the 6th. At this point, I'm feeling, we're going to fucking win this game. Crony just absolutely unreal this series. Really, really exciting to see from him. Obviously, I've said in the past, the year he had last year, really, really cool to see him explode and have a really good series, another really good series. And then obviously Profar stays hot, takes the ball up in the zone. Actually, I might not have caught that. Let me replay it really quick. Sorry, my timing is kind of crappy. Profar, boom, takes it high in the zone, send it to right. This point goes 3 for 3 on the day. Absolutely breaks the game open, gives us a 5-run lead going into the 6th inning. We're looking good. Profar, just a fucking stud, man. I mean, the guy just gives such good vibes and good energy to the team. Obviously, starting to seem like a very valuable piece to the team, and especially on the contract that we've got him for. I'm going to stop doubting him for now. Obviously, he can go for this next 80. But some really timely hitting, and these games matter. Obviously, it's early. But looked fantastic. Really broke open the game here. Padres end up scoring 3 more runs later on. Jakey gets another timely hit. Just great hitting from Jay Cronenworth all series long. Takes the ball that's probably a ball, takes it the other way, brings in Bogarts, extends the lead, and at this point you're like, fuck yes, we're getting our first series win, baby. Padres end up taking this 10-2. Azokar ends up pitch hitting for Profar, which I thought was kind of crappy because he was a triple away from the cycle, but I can understand it, Takes advantage of the time he's given, takes the ball to right field, ends up bringing in El Nino, extends the game again, and then, of course, the last batted run in we have from El Nino to make it an 8-run game. Tatis continues to hit very well. Really happy with his output lately. Takes the ball, doesn't do too much with it. Really like to see him going on that outside pitch because I've seen pitchers really trying to feed him outside pitches because he seems to get a little locked up on it. Does a good example of what he can do on the outside pitches here. Padres go up big, 10-2, end up winning the game 10-2. Just a great game. Finally with a series win. Really, really good to see. Cease, obviously, on his stat line, going to go over the box score really quickly and wrap this one up. Cease goes 6, allows 2 hits, no earned runs, 2 walks, 7 Ks. Bullpen does a fucking great job again, allows 1 hit. I think this is the 3rd or 4th game where the Padres bullpen has only allowed 1 hit or fewer. Matsui with another really good inning, 1 inning, 1 hit, no Ks, no walks. Wandy with another good showing with 1 K, no hits, 1 inning pitched. And then Enyel, these 2 guys honestly have both been fantastic. Both really good options for the 7th inning. Obviously, one coming from the left, one coming from the right. Great game all over the place. Really hard to find some bad things. Obviously, the Kim mistake, which mistakes do happen. But recapping box score again. Bogarts goes 0 for 3, but does get a walk and scores a run. Eggy ends up pinch playing for him. Doesn't end up getting in a bat. Tatis 1 for 4. Cronenworth 2 for 4. Machado 2 for 5 with 2 runs. I was obviously saying he did kind of wake up a little bit. Profarov with obviously the player of the game, 3 for 3. Azokar with a pinch hit RBI, 1 for 1. Kim 2 for 4. Capuzano 1 for 4. Mero 0 for 2, but did have 2 walks that played into some good base running and some situational hitting to the RBI. And then Wade kind of 0 for, kind of a little tired of Tyler Wade, not going to lie. I think we were ready to see somebody else. But fantastic day for our Padres. We looked really, really good. Hopefully a sign of things to come. Get that fighting spirit ready for us. I feel like this is a great example of what this Padre lineup can do on any given day against shitty pitching or even good pitching, but especially on shitty pitching. Obviously, in the past, we've shown some problems with it, so really, really good to see us win our first series. Obviously, better late than never. I mean, we could have gotten until May without winning a series with how this team has then looked in the past, but obviously getting the win in the series here. On to LA, obviously off day today. On to Hollywood. Always hate going to play the Dodgers for obvious reasons. Big series, obviously, in the early of the season. I'm sorry, Lucy. We're almost finished, I promise. But looking onto the series against the Dodgers, we'll have King, Waldron, and Darvish as our projected starters for this series. Obviously, a little worried about Waldron with the stuff he's shown in the past, but obviously, this last start, he looked really good. And we will be going against Yamamoto against King tomorrow, Friday. Gavin Stone against Waldron, and James Paxton against Yu Darvish. Really hoping to see a bounce back ever from Yu Darvish. His pitch really good in the past against the Dodgers. Usually rises to the occasion, so hopefully we're going to see a bounce back from him. Obviously, maybe some continuation and consistency from Waldron, and obviously with King looking really good in his first 2 starts. Hopefully he keeps this stuff sharp. Hopefully keeps us in the game. This series is obviously going to be tough. The Dodgers are obviously one of the best teams in baseball. Hurts me and pains me to say it, but they are. So very big series. Hopefully we can continue our success and maybe even try and win the series. Go for a sweep is a little unrealistic, but you never know. Strange things that fucking happen. Obviously we're catching them on the back end of their rotation, so who knows? Let's stay vibrant. Let's stay happy. Let's stay positive. How can we not be happy? We got our first series win, right, Lucy? Are we so excited? I'm so excited, aren't you? Let's go Padres, baby. Stay beautiful. Everyone looked great at Petco yesterday. Hopefully we can see some brown in the stands in the LA fuck shit stadium. Really excited to see what the series can bring us. I will see everybody probably on Monday, recapping the series against the Dodgers, unless we have another really, really crazy game where I just got to jump on here and talk to you guys. Thanks for watching, everybody. I really enjoyed seeing some of the comments and you guys' likes, like I said in the last video. I really appreciate you guys that you've been returning, and obviously my family. I love all of you guys for watching. Love doing this. Love talking Padres. Let's do it again Monday, maybe even sooner. Hopefully we see you sooner. That means we had a really good game. But stay vibrant. Keep the faith. Let's go Padres, baby. Stay vibrant. I love y'all.